Ladies and gentlemen, the American Cheering Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. As always, we're sponsored by Deters Consulting, Parks Yoga. Check us out on all of our platforms. Well, the United Nations has said that what the Israelis are doing in East Gaza is a violation of international law. Kiss my ass, United Nations. One woman told a harrowing story how she hid under dead bodies at the music festival in order to avoid capture and murder. You know, this ought to be and I'm calling it, I'm going to predict this. You watch some festival somewhere in the United States, they're going to do this. See, what they did is they got guns, mopeds, motorcycles. They're here in the United States. The border's been wide open. Hamas folks are coming here. This is going down. Now, the only thing I can hope for is that it's a festival where people have guns. If they pick a woke festival, it's going to be bloody. Corey Mills, congressman from Florida who I've met. He's been to Patriots Day Freedom Fest last year. Great guy. Has been involved in doing some rescues. Why? Because he says Joe Biden isn't doing any of them. Oracle status to Corey Mills. According to reports, Hamas has claimed they've been planning this for 2 years, and only 5 leaders knew about it. MSNBC has lost 33% of their viewers. By the way, MSNBC is posting the death tolls from Hamas as well as Israelis. And it's been confirmed, and they did video documentation, and prove it, photographic documentation. These Hamas animals beheaded babies. Heartbreaking. Beheaded babies. So one father spoke out that his little girl was killed, and he says that he feels lucky that she was killed instead of kidnapped because of the horror that she would have endured. Can you imagine the last moments of some of these people's lives? Sick. Sick. They're animals, folks. They're animals. And guess what? Joe Biden, America's back. America's back. Yeah. North Korea, China, Russia, Ukraine, nightmare everywhere. Saudis, once our biggest non-Israeli ally in the region, the way Biden has mistreated him all over the murder of a newspaper reporter. Granted, wrong, but geopolitical things, man, are bigger than one life. He's talking to the head of Iran, Khomeini. Way to put them together, Joe. America's back. America's back. Unfreaking believable. The leader of Hamas, the founder of Hamas was killed at one consolation prize. Now, you can't make this up. Hamas has released a video saying all Jews should be killed on October 13th. They are calling for a worldwide killing of Jews. Man, if I'm a Jew living anywhere in this world on October 13th, I'm locking down, locking up, and getting my guns. It's crazy. There is a call now to refreeze the Iranian assets, which just proves how stupid it was to unfreeze the Iranian assets. Scalise is going to be the GOP caucus member that's being put up for Speaker of the House. You've got people like Mace and others who are saying they're not going to vote for him. Mace says she's not. Ohio Congressman from up in Cleveland's not. We'll see what happens. Mike Lindell has stopped airing his television commercial, and he's begging for money, which is sad. I just thought guys like Mike Lindell had other rich people that could help him out. Just goes to show you how it is a cold, cold world in the business world. Mike Lindell doesn't have one friend that can help him on that magnitude. That's sad. There is one funny thing, though, I want to just add about all this, Josh Wentz. I could go with not ever seeing a freaking MyPillow commercial again. Chuck Schumer told Kushner's parents he's going to jail. He's going to jail. Scared the hell out of him. This was back in, the 2018 crap. Didn't happen, did it? Unbelievable. Europe is told Zuckerberg, they gave him 24 hours yesterday, what the hell's going on with your company relative to the information that you manipulate and your fact checking, et cetera, et cetera. I hope Europe gets them. Microsoft, according to the IRS, owes $29 billion. Because this is Bill Gates' company, I don't give a damn. If it was you having to owe some money to IRS, I'd feel bad for you. Screw Microsoft. Wholesale inflation numbers way up. Unexpected. Not good. This is wholesale inflation. Just so you know, wholesale inflation, you're talking about inflation of wholesale purchases, like companies buying wholesale, for their businesses, et cetera, et cetera. Bobart was caught, viewed, seen, making out like a big old wet kiss with her ex. You know what? Maybe they're going to get back together. Let it be. By the way, I found out what the Saudis were, getting that, basically getting water out of the ground here. I didn't know this, Josh Wentz. The Saudis grow hay in California.
Probably for their horses.
Oh, it must be. Or camels. Yeah. What the hell? What have we allowed happen to our country, folks? Exxon's going to buy Pioneer for nearly $60 billion. What happens? Is there an antitrust department in this government? I don't think so. DeSantis, Trump is making fun of him for wearing heels so he looks taller. I admit I wear my cowboy boots not only because I like them, but it does make me 2 inches taller. SBF, this dweeb right there, he's blaming Caroline Ellison, his girlfriend. It's all her fault. Look at these two. Who gave these people money, Josh Wentz? Who gave these people billions? My God, they're like two school kids. Trump is up 9% on good old Joe Biden in Pennsylvania. Woohoo! I got another number to share with you in a minute here. Haley is now in second place, and they're talking about she's doubled her numbers. Well, if you start out at 4 and you double your numbers to 8, she's got no chance. UAW, 9,000 workers have been said, you're on strike, Kentucky Truck Ford plant. By the way, I guess they won't be storing Fords at the Kentucky Speedway anymore. Hollywood actors in the studio said, screw you. Actors says they're bullies. You know what? Two worst people, who cares about these? I couldn't pick a side in this squabble. The Powerball was won by somebody out in old California. You believe that? Old California. One person gets it out. California prostitutes are open in the daytime. They don't even come out at night. They're open in the daytime because they got laws that protect them. Josh, I've always said this. Why do prostitutes dress up so scummy? Right. They say, so then they're a prostitute. Right. Well, why don't one a prostitute dress up like Marianne on Gilligan's Island and see if she gets more tricks? 63,000 people from the no-fly list countries came into this country so far, or in the first year. I'm sure that's just as many. Think about that. These are people that you're not allowed to fly into this country, but they came in anyway. Joe Biden is a traitorous, I'm going to use one of these Shakespeare's. He is a traitorous glass-hazing maggot. Trump is up 7% on Biden in Michigan, Gretchen Whitmer's state. And Joe Biden insists that, yes, climate is an existential threat. If I hear existential is like your girlfriend or your wife saying whatever. Existential threat. I'm worried about a nuclear war. They're worried about the climate. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has her day. You have a great day. Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to Eric Deters' local news show sponsored by Deters Consulting, Park Show. Check us out on all of our platforms. Well, guess what? Law and crime, this is a wild story. This guy right here, his name is Lamonte Shields. Are you ready for this? One witness, Ashley Kilgore, was shot and killed in June 21 by a man fired 3 rounds from the front window. The shooter, Edwin Nathan Brooks, was sentenced last year to 22 years in prison. And then another witness, 19-year-old Jeremiah Campbell, was killed in a January 2021 shooting. So the two witnesses to convict this guy are both dead. So this murderer gets off, for now, based upon two other people being murdered. Covington may have a crime problem. In local news, Betsy Conrad and Tom Gill are going to be honored with street names. That is an honor, Josh Wentz, that you and I will never have. All right. This is scary. My wife and I went to an FC game. You park, you walk, and all that. And, of course, I had my gun in the car. I had to leave it behind. And this is an example. I tell my wife, things happen. A couple walking from the FC game this week. Somebody was going the wrong way in a road. The couple would say, hey, you're going the wrong way. The woman gets out, and this couple got the hell beat out of them. I'm telling you, folks. People wonder why everybody wants to carry a gun. I will fight somebody I can whip. I will shoot somebody I can't. All right, school threats. This has been, going on and on and on and on. There has been crazy because the school's involved. It was all a hoax. Clark Montessori in Hyde Park. Mount Healthy Junior Senior High. Maybe think of Mount Healthy. Clark Montessori? Fake bomb threats. All good. St. Elizabeth Medical Center. My fave. Are you ready for this? They've got Chris Johnson, the vice president of diversity, equity, and inclusion. What the hell? You know this beginning of the end. When you have people who have the role of vice president, diversity, equity, and inclusion. God. Our institutions locally are just like the ones nationally, folks. Dogs and cats sleeping together. Boone County Parks. They want to have alcohol in parks. So in August, Boone County Court requested a committee take a look at it, pros and cons, and it looks like it's going to happen. They're still working it out, all the details. In Kentucky news, crazy. Antonio Myrick II, 31 years old, pled guilty for raping inmates. Sick. He was sentenced yesterday. UAW in Kentucky, the Ford truck plant, 9,000. They've gone on strike overnight. Daniel Cameron is very connected. Remember, he's talking about this psychedelic drug to help with the drug issue, the opiate addiction. Well, it turns out that corporation is very much involved in Daniel Cameron's campaign. How you like that? That's not a good look at all, is it? Northern Kentucky governor's race. Who's going to win? I'm telling you right now, Bashir's going to win Northern Kentucky. All right. Andy Bashir visited the opening of the Empowering Youth Academy at Glasgow YMCA yesterday. And guess what? Bashir, in the last 30 days, raised $1.5 million. How you like that? And Thomas Massey says he will not vote. He will not vote for any aid to Israel because I don't believe in foreign aid. You got to be some kind of jackwagon not to believe in some foreign aid. We're not talking about funding Ukraine's war. But are you kidding me? Guess what? If the United States does not give foreign aid to certain countries, they'll go to China. Harden, trash fee controversy. I got friends down there. Bobby Coleman, what's going on? Apparently, people are frustrated about a trash fee. If you live down there and you're on a fixed budget and they're raising you the trash fee, it's crazy. I just retired and got another bill. I'm looking besides food bills and everything like that, says Vicky Birkin. We'll see what happens. All right, destroying chemical weapons. You can't make this up. Mitch McConnell and Kamala Harris have been bragging about the success of destruction of chemical weapons in the Kentucky Army Depot. Wow, a great success. The government can destroy things. You watch. Anybody involved in that is going to have some chemical cancer. Joe Deters, as a common courtesy, took McGuffey off the Brady list. That was where, you're restricted on being able to possess a gun as a professional courtesy. Why wouldn't you? She's the sheriff. Ohio property values keep going up. Property taxes keep going up. Some state legislators are trying to do something. Sittenfeld's a scumbag. The prosecutor laid out yesterday how he basically was throwing his weight around and saying things, basically saying, trying to, you got to do X, Y, Z relative to block the FC stadium. He is a complete out of control political hack. 200 tickets plus have been written since Ohio's distracted law this week. I still don't understand how you prove it. Cincinnati has 12 million surplus. Rather than keep it, they're figuring out how to spend it. Yeah. How do we spend this? And I got to make fun of Norwood. This is, by the way, home of Joe Rutter and Christina Rutter, my dear friends. Norwood is passing some laws to protect LGBTQ. And this is where I'm going to make fun of using this as an example. It's called LGBTQ plus. You know why, Josh Wentz? They've decided they can't keep adding alphabets. So now they're just going to go with plus. Because if they don't go LGBTQ plus, it'll be LGBTQGLMWXYZ. Plus. Spindley, are you going to be one of these? Your sexuality is going to be a special category? The British. Does the British going to have a special sexuality?
No.
All right, good. All right, and then NAACP, they're twisting just like I said they would on the railway sale. They're going to have to donate millions to the NAACP, which will be distributed in salaries to the leaders. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.
Hello again. You're watching Eric Deters World News, the latest headlines. The Gaza Strip has run out of electricity as the Israelis still continue to bombard in response to the attack by Hamas over the weekend. At least 1,200 Israelis are dead and more than 2,700 injured. 2/3 of the injured are women and children. The Gaza Strip will not be supplied with water, fuel and electricity until the hostages are freed. At least 4 people were killed and 80 were left injured after an express train derailed in India's northern eastern state of Bihar. 4 casualties have been confirmed and a rescue operation is underway. 21 coaches have derailed. China has released an Australian journalist who was in jail for 3 years for espionage. Cheng Li returned home to Melbourne yesterday. And a lucky ticket holder scooped the second largest lottery win ever, banking $1.7 billion, the Powerball, on Wednesday night. The winning numbers were 22, 24, 40, 52, 64, and the Powerball 10. Until tomorrow, from the team and I, cheerio.
Ladies and gentlemen, American Cheering Bulldog Nation, welcome to Sports Without Boundaries. Let's get rocking and rolling. Last night, the Phillies crushed the Braves 10-2. This is a shocking series. The Phillies are good, but the Braves bats are just cold. You ready for this? The Phillies star, not 1, but 2 home runs. There he is. Look at him. He's so proud. He apparently mocked the Braves as he ran around the bases. But good for him. We like Bryce Harper. All right, the Astros beat the Twins 3-2. By the way, the Phillies are now up 2-1 on the Braves. The Astros have defeated the Twins 3-1. And the Diamondbacks swept the Dodgers 4-2, a wild card team. Another shocker. Dodgers bats went slow. You ready for this? The Diamondbacks hit 4 home runs in 1 inning. Wow. A lot of hockey scores last night. The only one I want to point out is the Bruins beat the Blackhawks, but Connor Bedard got his first goal. World Cup qualifying matches are going on. We'll keep you posted. The Aces in the WNBA Finals beat the Liberty 104-76. They're up 2-0. I think it's going to be a sweep. High school football scores, we've already covered that earlier this week. The big games is you've got Moeller and X playing the big boys up in Michigan, Ignatius and St. Edwards. So enjoy all your high school football. We'll give you the scores come Monday morning. In college football, the Bearcats are playing Iowa State for their homecoming team. Ohio State Buckeyes are playing Purdue. They'll kill them. UK's going to try to get back on the winning track against Missouri. Miami of Florida is playing North Carolina. USC is going to be hosted by Notre Dame. U of L is going to crush Pitt. Arkansas is going to Bama. Georgia plays Vanderbilt. That'll be a crusher. And Indiana will get defeated, obviously, by Michigan. All right, NFL, big game. Bengals are going to host the Seahawks. And Joe Burrow's announced that he's good to go, healthy. Seahawks a good team, though. It'll be a tough game. A lot of other good football games. The Lions are playing the Bucks. 49ers are going to crush the Browns. Sorry, but Nick Batista. The big other game for me, though, is Dallas will host Dallas plays the Chargers. Hope they win. UK Pro Day was yesterday. I watched. This was kind of on ESPN. And John Calipari has an awful nice facility, is all I got to say. UK Blue and White are going to come up and play at Northern Kentucky University on October 23rd. That's the exhibition game between team that they put together. White team, blue team, and they play each other. George Kittle may be found. He could be fined, allegedly. I'm sure it's not going to be $10 million. But under the rules, $10 million for lifting up his shirt saying Dallas sucks. Or I think it said F Dallas. It said F Dallas. Yeah. All right, Cincinnati Cyclones yesterday held their media day. They're hopeful for a good season. And last but not least, this is hysterical. In 2028 in L.A., the Olympics are going to have flag football. I want to get a team together and qualify. Tyreek Hill says, let's go. I would hope that our NFL players playing flag football could win this game. Who's going to catch Tyreek Hill?
No.
Screen pass. I could really utilize you if you were on my team, Tyreek. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day. Ladies and gentlemen, American Cheering Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show, pop culture, where we make fun of them all. This was wild. We found out on The View yesterday that Barbara Walters was caught boinking Richard Pryor, says Sherry Shepard. She walked in on him. Woo! Baba, wah. Woo-hoo! All right. This is a wild story. Jada Pinkett Smith revealed that Chris Rock asked her out on a date amid rumors she and Will were divorcing. So there was a little bit more to that slap. This all happened before the slap, by the way. Kylie Jenner lost 330,000 Instagram followers after an Israeli post. Oh, so now she only has 10 billion left. All right, Meghan Markle's reportedly frustrated that Prince Harry wants his old life back. Did I not call this, Josh? From day one, I said the day's going to come when Prince Harry has had enough of Meghan Markle in the United States. It didn't work out, and he wants to go back being a royal in Great Britain. Thus, the divorce is coming. All right, Sharon Osbourne says she and Ozzy have an assisted suicide pact. Is Ozzy going to need an assisted suicide? I don't think Ozzy needs one, especially now that he's done his martial arts. If you missed it before, Ozzy says he's started doing martial arts and now he feels better. Steely Dan's been replaced by the Eagles farewell tour as Donald Egan's been hospitalized. Are you ready for this? Guess who's going to be playing with the Eagles? Steve Miller. He's going to fly like an eagle. Oh, pun intended. Mind-blowing new law of physics could mean we really live in a simulation. In other words, Josh, none of this is real.
That's right.
Isn't that funky, Cole Medina? More Jada Pinkett Smith news. She reveals on Today that she and Will have been actually separated since 2016. Keeping up appearances. All right, Jenna Bush Hager. Oh, in trouble. She joked she would have an affair with a hot man reading. But she went too far. Her husband was probably mad. Why couldn't your husband why is that such a big joke? I mean, Chris Stapleton's postponed 3 upcoming concerts following doctor's orders. Hollywood studios have broken off talks with the actors. The actors are calling them bullies. And one dude, you can't make this up, won $1.73 billion. Cut it in half. Oh, I'm only going to get $800 million. Unbelievable. From California. Taylor Swift hosted the Epic Eras Tour concert film premiere in L.A. with Beyonce. Ooh, power couple. And Kim Zolciak has been touting that her and Chet Hanks, Tom Hanks' son, might be an item. And Travis Kelce reportedly has 3-word nickname for Taylor Swift. They did spend his birthday together just chilling. It's Good Luck Charm. Oh, isn't that so sweet? This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.